up on the bottom, baby. It's hard, I know.
Hey, what's up guys? It's good to see you. Thanks for clicking on the video. It is already 9 a.m. Getting a much later start to this day than I would like. Well, maybe not to this day, but a much later start to this workout. Obviously during the week when I have to go to work, I really have to rush there right away. But on the weekend, I can get a few things done, maybe take a little bit more time, which is kind of nice, but it just seems so strange. It's 9 a.m. I haven't even worked out yet, so I am gonna stay here and not go to the gym. I'm just gonna work out downstairs to save that 15 to 20 minute drive. So, had my pre-workout meal. You guys know what this is, and it's nice because I have been awake a little longer. I was a little bit more hungry, so I did eat the puff wheat cereal, the banana, and the apple, of course. And now I am going to try this high volume cotton candy for the first time. Everyone has been recommending this to me, and I wish that you guys could smell this. It is the best smelling supplement that I have ever come across. It smells like straight up bubble gum, so I'm really excited for this. Gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do 2 scoops, I think. Yeah, let's do 2. Oh yeah, that tastes awesome. You know, electricity and medicine, stuff like that is pretty cool, but Spotify might be the best invention of all time. One of the things I'm trying to pay close attention to as I continue to high bar squat is really keeping my shoulder mobility. My fear is that when I go back to low bar, I'm gonna lose a little bit of that and have to work backwards, and that's not what I want. If you guys have ever low bar squatted before, you probably know the first time you did it, it was extremely painful just because of your shoulders. Obviously, when you have to keep the bar farther on your back, it's gonna require a little bit of shoulder mobility. So I'm continuing to do the same drills that I did, or the same warm-up routine that I did when I low bar squatted, hoping that that continues to carry on. You know, it's a pretty serious workout when you got Will Smith in the background. Now, one of the things I've been noticing about my squat workouts is that my depth has been questionable, which is strange because depth has never been a problem for me. One of the things I notice when I do a lot of pressing, specifically close grip pressing, is that I have a little bit of elbow pain, maybe a little bit of tendonitis kicking in. And I think that's pretty common. I hear that from a lot of different people. But as long as it's not an injury and it's just a little bit of discomfort, I think it's okay to just press through it, no pun intended. But you're never gonna feel 100%, you know, especially when you're doing this much volume. So I think you'd be cutting yourself short if you just stop doing the workout completely, or if you just take it easy on yourself. It's one of those things that I just try to work through on my off days, maybe roll it out with a lacrosse ball or even a PVC pipe. If it gets too bad and I think I need medical advice, obviously I would go get that. But for now, I think it's just a little bit of soreness, so nothing too bad there. Moving into this AMRAP set, let's see how many I can get. 14 with 170 pounds. I guess I'll take it. We bumped the weight down 20 pounds, moved these pins up 2 notches, just so I can get as close as I can to about 4 inches off of my chest, where I'll rest it and then press, and I'm able to extend my grip here. We're doing competition grip, and it's crazy how much stronger I feel, which tells me that triceps are a weak link for me, which I'm hoping that all this close grip pressing will help alleviate a little bit. So we're gonna do 2 sets of 8 here, and then we're gonna be done with the pressing movements for the day. How about, we also have some tricep press downs. Now obviously, I don't have a cable machine, so I have to do this little makeshift version. And if you have any type of home gym setup, I would highly suggest you pick up some bands. They're very versatile. You can do a lot of different things with them. Sometimes you have to get a little bit creative, maybe not the safest setups all the time, but they get the job done. And from what I hear, bands also make her dance. I don't know who her is, but I have been looking for her. So if you are her, leave a comment below. Done with the workout. It's about 10:42 now. One of the reasons I don't like to work out past 10 a.m. on Sundays, you guys are gonna laugh at this one, is because I release that full day of eating video on Sunday, almost every Sunday at 10 a.m. And I get distracted because I like to see the feedback. I like to see how it's performing. I like to see the comments that you guys are leaving. And that's really the only thing, because I know a lot of people say when they go to the gym, they turn their phone on airplane mode and don't text or don't Instagram or whatever. It's never a problem for me. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be on any social media in the gym typically unless I'm releasing a video. So got some good comments here. Appreciate everyone that leaves comments. Time to respond to a few, and then I'll get to some food. So I lied about eating. I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes when I have a higher rep workout, it kind of blunts my hunger afterwards for about an hour or two. Now, I probably should get some nutrients in right after. Maybe that would be more optimal, but it's not gonna happen. And it's a beautiful day outside. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but I figured since it's going to be probably one of the last for a very long time, might as well sit out here and enjoy it for a second. Now, I guess my approach to the weekends when I'm not really doing much, I'm not like going out and hanging out with my friends or anything, is just get a lot done, especially in the beginning of the day, starting with the thing that I hate the most.
Do you like to lay about on the beach, or do you like to be way down on the seafloor? We can travel the whole world just like Bonnie and Clyde, you and me, girl.
Ever since I moved in here, people have been leaving comments asking when am I going to do a house tour, and I know you should never say never, but there's a good chance the answer is never. Never, ever.
Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
I just don't see anything good that can come out of it, or I guess I just don't see any tie into the channel. If there's ever any reason for the house tour that would make sense to do, then I will do it, but I don't know. I mean, you guys have seen most of it. You're not missing anything. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you guys understand. And it's like 12:30 now, so I am getting a little bit hungry. I'm gonna go down and have a huge feast. And here's the feast fit for a king. We got 1 cup of egg beaters stuffed with some onion and celery, topped with some cilantro just so it doesn't look as pathetic as it would without. And trying to market you guys to make you think that this is actually a reasonable post-workout meal. Don't worry, I'll be back later with some more food. Now, one thing about me is that I have no ties to any supplement companies. We'll get to that in a minute. So I just recorded a review video and I tried vanilla PES for the first time. Wow, I've never liked vanilla protein powder, ever. All the ones that I have tried have tasted like straight chemicals, disgusting. This one really resembles a vanilla milkshake. Obviously that's biased, yes, but it's just so good. It has moved into probably my top 3. So that video will be out before this one. Go check it out if you want my more in-depth thoughts on that. But very happy. They did some great things with this. And now back to cleaning.
Don't ask me, I'm just so fresh and so clean. You think I'm so sexy, I'm just so fresh and so clean. You say I'm a dog, but it takes one to know one. I made 'em believe, a lyrical songwriter and he could sing.
I always get excited when I find new music, and I don't know why, but Kevin Gates is just very intriguing to me. I listened to like an hour-and-a-half long conversation with him, or an interview actually, and he's very interesting, the way he thinks and views the world. Yeah, I don't know, I like him. But anyway, as you can see today, nothing exciting, nothing that anyone will look forward to doing. But that's a lot of what my life is, just having to get things done. And I try not to get too personal on this channel. I try to keep things pretty upbeat, and for the most part, fitness related. But this message might be able to help some people out there. So, the last few years of my mom's life, she was pretty sick. And she couldn't do things like clean the house, do her own laundry, do the dishes, and that really bothered her. She was a very independent person and always up and at 'em doing something, and to not be able to do just like those average things that no one wants to do, but you just take for granted that you're able to do them for yourself. So I would say the thing that I am, without a doubt, most thankful for out of everything that I've been given, because I've lived a pretty good life. You guys see, I got a house, I got a car, I get to talk to you guys, I got, I'm healthy, I can go to the gym when I want. I mean, I've lived a good life. I've got a good job. But the thing that I'm most thankful for is the situation that I was in when all that was going on. Because when I was in college, an undergraduate at least, I only lived like 30 minutes away from home. So every weekend I could come home and do those things for mom. Did the laundry, did the dishes, did the grocery shopping, all that stuff. Because if I could not have done that, if I was not in that situation right then, I would have been miserable. And the only thing that made me happy was being able to drive home every Friday night and get all that done, and obviously hang out with her, talk with her, we had a blast. That's what I loved. I lived a very, I had a different college experience than most people, but I'd say I had the best. That was the most fulfilling thing that I've ever gone through. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hard on everyone when she was sick, and I hated it, and I would have done anything to take it away, but the fact that I was just able to be there was phenomenal, and it really makes me think, even now, later on in life, like, yeah, like sometimes as I get older, I just feel like I spend all my time doing things that I don't want to do. I mean, I work a lot, I gotta take care of the house, I gotta do all this stuff, and it's like, sometimes I'm like, feel sorry for myself, like, I don't want to do this, like, I just want to relax and sit back, but guess what? I should be very thankful that I'm able to do this, and I try to view things in that light. Now, no one's ever gonna get real excited about cleaning the kitchen or folding laundry or stuff like that, but if you can just view things differently. I think that's something that's really helped me in the last few years. I did not used to be like this. I used to be, I don't know, spoiled brat, I guess. Maybe I still am. But yeah, that's a little insight about me. Now, hopefully this wasn't like a Debbie Downer thing. It wasn't supposed to be. It was just hopefully something that I could throw out there to help you. But let's move on, guys. Let's get out of here. Just built this new outdoor shopping center, so I figured I'd go check it out. Now you guys know I hate shopping and I hate crowds, so it only makes sense that I would go to a new crowded shopping center. But it gives me an excuse to get out of the house a little bit and get outside, because like I said, it's going to be probably one of the final nice days, and once it gets cold, I will not be adventuring around anywhere, at least outside, that is. And I figured they would have some good food there, so that is going to be the plan of action for now. Way too fancy here. So apparently there's this place like Chipotle. It's supposed to be healthier. I can't even pronounce it. I think it's called like BB Bop or something like that. We'll find out. Alright, so I guess it's a little bit like Chipotle. We've got some of this like purple rice in here. They say it tastes really good. It's supposed to taste just like white rice. I don't know about that. But then we got some potatoes, some corn, some lettuce, some cheese, and some steak. So we'll do the official review here. Much better than I expected it to be. The ingredients are extremely fresh. There's also a teriyaki sauce on there. I'm impressed. Some people say you shouldn't sit in your car when you're pumping gas. I'm not sure why, and maybe I will take that advice when it's not so cold outside. But once that sun goes down, it gets a little bit chilly out here, so I am not going to be standing out there. Now, this is Kroger gas station. After I finish up here, I'm going to run over to Kroger, the grocery store, and this is the one that I pass on my way home. This is Rich Homie Kroger. The reason I like this one is because they sell Halo Top ice cream, and Halo Top saw that review that I did on their ice cream and said they liked it, probably because I said how good it was. And so they sent me a coupon for 4 free pints. How awesome is that? So I'm gonna go pick that up and then we'll be headed home. And that really is a valuable life lesson. If you run your mouth on the internet long enough, people will feel bad for you and give you free ice cream. Are you kidding me right now? They have one. That's so stupid. Back home, I'm excited. You're about to see why, and one of the reasons I prefer to make food here as opposed to picking it up is because driving home with food is just torturous. I mean, it's terrible. You're smelling it, all you want to do is dig in, but then you make a mess. But anyway, I gotta get my vegetables in, guys. So the most important part here is the broccoli. We got some celery, and I guess we have a few wings, and they're gonna be delicious. Now, I gotta finish up with Limitless because I'm not caught up there, and the Eagles play at 8:30, and even though it's very painful to watch them, that is on the agenda tonight too. So it's gonna be a good night.
Some people who carry badges around this should know.
So I really was just starting to eat this, but that's kind of boring. That's a great sandwich. I've never been the biggest fan of cheesecake, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna have to say much about this. The thing that I'm really looking forward to is this guy right here.
I must be from out this world. Yeah. 'Cause I feel like lifting off like
I'm gonna go with about 34 grams of carbs, about 6 grams of fat, and probably 120 grams of protein. That's how I feel when I see a lot of people estimate macros on certain foods on YouTube. But obviously, it's got more fat than probably someone should eat in a day, and I'm gonna enjoy every bite of that. So we've definitely eaten enough, we've talked enough. It's time to end the video. Plus, I don't want you guys to see me when I'm throwing the remote at the TV. But thank you for spending the day with me. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate that. And thank you for taking the time out of your day just to watch the video. You could have been doing anything, and you decided to watch this video. Pretty cool. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you next time.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry.